Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and I want to share with you a download that I received yesterday. And so I had a beautiful visit with a divine feminine who is on the awakening path. And after her visit yesterday, I channeled this very powerful Sphinx energy. I was shown the Sphinx, the pyramids, ancient Egypt, and it was so interesting. So she come over in the afternoon for a visit. A nice little visit. I loved it. Energy's always great when we connect. And then after she left, I had some running around to do with the kids. It was my mother's birthday, and so I baked a cake. We went to my mom's for her birthday, and I come home after the birthday dinner, turned on my laptop, and there was like, the screensaver was the pyramids with a sphinx. And I'm like, okay, I really got to automatically journal about this energy. And so I sat in the energy of the sphinx. It's a very sacred energy that I kind of sat in. And so I do want to talk about the Sphinx, its representation, what I journaled about, because I feel collectively this is a collective message. So the Sphinx is part lion, part human. And so we have the full moon in Leo. How fitting that the Sphinx energy is popping up all around me, right? So I am a Leo North node as well. And so the lion energy, the Leo energy embodies the strength and the authority that we are here to spiritually harness, right? And so the human part of the Sphinx is our intelligence or our logic, and then combining these into leadership. And so this is where we're headed collectively. The twins are embodying this connection, right, between humankind and the gods or the cosmic higher energies themselves. And so there's this renewed sense, I feel, going to be coming forward with a lot of illumination over the coming days, over the coming months, leading into Lionsgate in the summer in August. And so it's a seeking energy, right? And so the Sphinx is known for its Egyptian mythology. But is it really a myth, right? And so I just feel there's no question to the enigma that the Sphinx holds. It's this lust for life, right? I know with all of the Capricorn energy too playing out, we got Venus in Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn. We have Mercury in Capricorn. We're going to have Venus and Mars conjunct in February in Aquarius. So pay attention to that if you have any early degrees Aquarius energy in your chart. I do feel we're obtaining a lot of higher frequencies at this time. There is a lot of higher awareness coming in. There's also this air of secrecy surrounding a lot of us right now too. Another message I got was when we evoke this spiritual connection and we receive certain downloads, not everything is meant to be shared. Some things are meant to just be known on your own personal inner journey. But I do feel we're reconnecting to our ancient lineage, our ancient past, and all of the histories of Egyptian mythology, right? And so we kind of got to revel in the Sphinx energy is what I feel. And so a lot of us are on the earthly existence, like the 3D existence, which would be representative of like being in the dry desert. Right? And so right now I just feel there's like all of these spiritual doorways opening up. We're in a very powerful spiritual portal, right? And we're going into eclipse season. I believe the first total eclipse, I think, is going to be a total solar eclipse of the heart. I think that's going to be in Aries. I think it's like April 8th or something like that. And so right now, a lot of mental doorways are opening, and this is challenging our entire belief system. So we can bring in this higher cosmic intellect, right? And so the Sphinx, I feel, for the twins right now is a symbolism, or for the collective, that get ready for something to re-emerge. It's a re-emerging energy. And so we're kind of shifting into the 3D construct to the 5D construct of communal mind, of higher communal conscious mind, and we're reconnecting, right? And so right now, collectively, there's great changes taking place that are occurring. So if you look at it, we're ending an era. there is an era ending. We're ending the age of Pisces. And so this is huge. So this is the beginning of like a new astrological age, the age of Aquarius. And so any major Aquarian placements, you're really going to want to take notice of that. Aquarius is my 12th house. And if that isn't the enigma, I don't know what is. And so right now I feel there's a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of astuteness when it comes to new creative aspirations, inspirations. And so inevitably we kind of got to go into the riddle of the Sphinx. It's like a riddle to be solved, right? When we tap into this higher awareness, and it's like, and when we open each little tiny doorway to our own personal Akashic memories or Akashic bank or Akashic riddle, then we ensure that we're ready for the transformation, right? And so all of these little doorways I feel within our consciousness are opening, and we're going to have to find our discernment as all of this new great awareness, 606 kind of comes in. I channeled 606. Look at that, 606. 606. So do not give up when things get tough is a message. I actually had somebody ask me in the comments, what are you reading off of? I'm reading off of my Chicken Scratch automatic writing when I go into these channelings, right? Automatic writing. So it's just, it's what I do. This is what I do. So I feel there's a lot of heightened mental activity. There's a lot of innovative thinking coming back online. And we're kind of solving our own personal enigma is what's happening. And so this is where we find the center of our very being. We retract ourselves from all of the lies, all of the falsehoods, and we personify our own personal enigma, our own personal puzzle was what came through. So right now, collectively, we're playing out biblical prophecy. And so I feel the Sphinx carries a very important significance, especially with the moon energies. And so there's massive collective potential right now to unlock massive spiritual revelations connected to biblical prophecies. We're receiving a lot of transformative insights. I know I am anyways. And so if we think of the word enigma, it's like a mystery. It's a mystery. And so that's kind of the energy of the high priestess too for a lot of the divine feminines. And so however we use the word, contemporarily, enigma would be like a puzzle or problem that we're personifying, right? That we're piecing back together. But I feel the enigma is the energy of drawing inspiration, drawing in energy from all of these various sources, right? So me being a triple split source, I draw in all of these energies from all of these sources. I can connect to multiple energy sources at once. And so the enigma draws in the energy, draws in the inspiration from all of these sources, right? From higher sources and reading books and Google and everything, right? And we personify everything, and we include this in our own personal philosophy for our own spiritual journey, right? So spiritually diverse influences, I feel, are washing over the collective. Newfound philosophies, newfound beliefs, newfound spiritual inspiration are behind a very enigmatic encounter that is likely playing out over the energies in the coming days. And I think my thing just moved, but I got Panther down here. Come here, Panther. I got Panther down here laying down the law. And so it's interesting. I was up in the middle of the night and I forget what I called him, but he was just, I swear he was like just standing there watching me. And so I'm very much connected to cats. I'll show you my big guy. Oh, he's my big boy. He's the only man in the house, my big boy Panther. And so I'm very connected to cats, which would make sense connecting to the lion energy and the Sphinx. But anyway, there's going to be like an encounter or an activation or something. And so when we think of the enigma too, it's like we all receive our own personal downloads that are really only fully known to us, right? And so the enigma is only truly known to the artist or the creator or the high priestess receiving the enigmatic downloads. And so we have to kind of bring the meaning of our own personal enigma forward. And I feel that's where we're on the precipice of bringing forward all of these new creations. We're here to be conscious co-creators, and people will listen to the message that you need to deliver, even if it's only one person, right? So don't be afraid to share your message. I feel we're in the precipice of new creations, new interpretations of spirituality, religion, and life in general. And so if we look at all of these new revelations coming forward, we got to realize the ancient world really is full of mysteries, full of wonders that await our conscious exploration. And so why do you think they kept all of this information hidden from us? Why don't they teach us about this in the modern education system? Because of the ancient civilizations is where the gifts within us lie. We have ancient DNA activating within our cellular structure right now. Collectively, we are activating our crystalline light body. We are going through this transformation. I'm going to do a video on healing the crystalline body, shifting through the dimensions. I've been really pressured to share this treasure trove of information that I have collected and gathered as part of my spiritual enigma and awakening over the years. And so there's a lot of treasure trove to the Egyptian culture and knowledge and the spiritual culture connected to the Sphinx as well. So it's all in how deep do you want to go down the rabbit hole, right? So I think there's a reason why the Sphinx was showing up for me to share that with you, with the collective 1122. That's been a huge thing. And so the Sphinx is the seeking energy. To be a seeker is a very magnetically attractive energy as well. And so we bear many ancient mysteries, the High Priestess, the Divine Feminine. And we hold this very powerful auric field as we bear the mysteries. And so I do feel there's a lot of Akashic memories that we thought were buried or long lost, being reawakened, reactivating. Lost skills that maybe you forgot you ever possessed are coming back up online, being activated. And so there's a lot of cosmic unforeseen forces right now, and the ancestors and the elders are reconnecting with us as guides, and they are here to teach us things, to allow us to become the great teachers that we are here to become. And so I feel the Sphinx entering into the energy for me is a signification of major collective transformation, which is leading many of the twin flames into a new elevated role. So I feel spiritual promotions, third eye activations. Many of us are being asked to step it up within our own community. And so I feel there's a lot of grand energies playing out right now, and many of us are coming into the royal us, like the royalty, the crowning, the soul star activation. And so a lot of sun energy. And so right now we have to understand how to yield this great power, right? We can't just go accepting this new role without facing some amount of humility. We can't lose our humility stepping into these roles of leadership. And so 616 was a huge sync. Your twin flame carries half of your soul. You are never separate from your twin, 1322. And so at the very beginning, we were divided into two, okay? And so we were given each half of a soul. Well, we are a whole soul on our own, but we were split into two halves physically, right? And so the other being of your soul wants you as much as you want them. And so what you are seeking is seeking you. So release any fear of that not coming together first off, okay? I feel the Sphinx is bringing forward a reminder of our spiritual duty and our spiritual responsibility towards those in need, towards humanity at large. Okay, so we really got to step it up with our skills, with our gifts. And so many of us have skills and talents that we've been given. They're not ours to keep to ourselves. We've been given these gifts to share. We are supposed to share the gifts, to share the messages, to share the tools that we have, the powers that we have to make a positive impact in the collective. And so I do feel we're at a major launching point on the massive global spiritual awakening journey. And so do not give up when things get tough. That's what the devil wants you to do. Do not give up when things get tough. You have the skills. You have the angelic support. You can resolve any problems or challenges coming your way if you hold steadfast in your faith with the divine. And so I feel right now we're on the right path. We're on the path to spiritual enlightenment, and we just have to keep going. We just have to keep growing. Was a huge message. So how can you turn your focus inward to your spiritual needs to nurture yourself materially and spiritually? Because we have to first embody a solid foundation of self, right? So there's a lot of creative energy, there's a lot of cyclical energy playing out, so we can all reach a state of completion and wholeness on the journey. Even though we're split souls, we are complete and whole on our own. So I do want to pull in with a couple more cards. We'll see if there is any additional messages that want to come through. So I want to use the past life deck because I do feel there's going to be a message in here with that. The Asia energy. Okay, mothering energy. And so the great cosmic mother, you might be in the great cosmic womb when things get tough. It's the energy too of mothering yourself, learning to mother yourself as all of these lessons kind of come full circle. There's always a lesson, or there's always a blessing in the breakdown, in the lesson. And so sometimes things come into our lives to create a lot of havoc and chaos, and it really is a blessing in disguise. Something about divine timing. And then we get Celtic culture with Greco-Roman, which would be Greek mythology. So I feel right now that the lesson is the mother wound, healing the mother wound and holding steadfast. So any additional messages to go along with the Sphinx channeling for the collective? Well, isn't that the enigma? So I feel the monk or the nun, that is kind of like the high priestess energy. And this is where we master being the authority of our life. This is Libra. This is like God's courtroom. I feel like a verdict. We are like the hammer's coming down on us right now. We can't keep resting on our gifts. We can't keep resting on our gifts. It really is time to open up and share them with the collective. Forgiveness, overcoming fears. Right? And so there's a lot of fears, I think, about sharing gifts because of previous persecution in a past life. Many of us were heretics in a past life, and so we were burned at the stake. We were hung. We were crucified for our gifts. We were, imprisoned. And so this really has taken a toll on our love life too, if we look all the way back into this ancient history. So we're in the battle and the war of our lives right now. We're in a spiritual war right now. And so this is like the war of the heavens playing out on earth. The galactic war is playing out on earth, the Native American energy. And so this is where we gain that wisdom, unicorn. So what is it that you need to forgive? I feel the spiritual message here coming through is release any fears about moving forward. Trust that you are divinely protected as you share your gifts. Then we get the Father, the Almighty Father energy, right? The Father, the Galactic Father, the God Source energy is calling forward. I feel this knighthood. And so a remembrance maybe of a past life as a Knights Templar, the knighthood. And so if you go back into the history of the Templars, it goes all the way back into the history of Mary Magdalene, which would be the history of like where the Druids and the Knights, the Freemasons, the Knights Templars hid Mary after Jesus's crucifixion. And so Mary worked closely with a lot of the knighthood, a lot of the Druids, and shared these codes after she was kind of abandoned and left orphaned. The knighthood kind of protected Mary Magdalene. And so this is where Mary held her trust and her faith. And I do feel held on to the spirituality of, the union with Christ that Mary held, the spouse, right? And so this is twin flame union energy coming through. And there's fear about these unions due to past life persecution where we've been persecuted for sharing these gifts. And so leaving on a jet plane, we got to leave these unrequited love situations behind. And so we are honoring the higher vows, the higher cosmic vows, and the transportation. I just feel like get ready to be full steam ahead. You might have to leave something behind, but I just feel the transportation is like the higher dimension travel, right? Leaving on a jet plane kind of energy. So let's do some Kyle Gray messages. The Sirius star blessings. Proceed, push through. Push through, please. We are in a massive Stargate, heart chakra awakening, soul star activation, and we're fulfilling all of these contracts. And I feel many are coming into this light initiation of being these great spiritual teachers. And there is definitely a cosmic reordering going on right now as a higher conscious is being made manifest for the age of Aquarius. There's the violet flame. So there are going to be massive spontaneous kundalini activations coming up here for this karmic release and this radical transformation. So don't give up when things get tough, because things always get very, very challenging right before we level up, guys. Thoth codes. A great teacher is awakening us right now. So you could be dealing with a great teacher, or you could be awakening to your own great teacher, but there's a lot of divine magic going on with this full moon initiation energy. And there's the emerald tablet to get to the heart of the source. So unconditional acceptance of what was, what is, and what could possibly be. 2112 again. We are here to embody this all-encompassing love. There is divine alchemy and a cosmic ordering going on right now. So just embrace the sensitivity of whatever is being activated when it comes to this sort of truth. Severing energy cords being cut. Lemurian. Might want to work with some Lemurian quartz. I got my pieces upstairs, but Lemurian quartz might be a good stone to work with as you go through this remembrance of who you are, and definitely unlocking a higher heart opening. So let's go in with the Archangel deck. There's the Judgment. There's the Awakening with the Sphinx. New beginning. So starting a new life, finding a new purpose, and forgiving the past, right? So, oh my God. Judgment and the World. So a very happy ending. Something is coming full circle. Spiritual growth and insight. And so Judgment and the World. And so we are at the Alpha and the Omega, right? We're at the pinnacle of a new beginning. So what else needs to come through for this channeling today? We get the Queen. We've got the Queen of Gabriel in reversed with the Four of Coins. So Queen of Wands reversed, Four of Coins, Chariot. So we got Cancer and Leo energy, I feel. And then we get the Four of Pentacles. What I feel going on here is there is a Queen of Wands here, angry and jealous. The low vibration of the Leo. Determined to not let something go. She's determined to not give up. She is so resistant to change. There is an extreme reaction to an ending here, I feel. And somebody is like, hey, I'm out of here. Somebody here can't control themselves, I feel, when it comes to an ending. There could be jealousy too of you if you are going through a period of career advancement. There is somebody here, I feel, very jealous of your success or your acknowledgement of success from others. And she is not a happy camper. She is codependent, I feel. And I do feel she's so attached to somebody that wants to go towards you. So there's an extreme energy going on here because there is a new beginning. But we kind of got to go into that wounded warrior energy. We get the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Coins, and then we get the Devil with the Sun. And so 19 was a big sync for me, which is the Sun, and the Queen of Swords was coming out in a Divine Feminine channeling that I will be recording very soon to post. And so there is like exposure here, and there is a karmic energy here that does not want to release something, trying to hold someone or something back. And so I do feel like on the flip side, it's somebody's lucky day here. But I feel you got to stay determined. Do not give up when things get tough. Stay determined and keep moving forward, but be prepared for somebody to maybe come at you who is very jealous of your success or jealous of a twin soul union coming together for you. is what I'm feeling. And so there's two hearts dedicated to creating something new, the Enigma. Don't give up on that, right? Because there is something being made manifest, and I think it's peace. But there needs to be the release of a very past dramatic situation before we can go towards this enriching future that's kind of being made manifest. So how can you let go and let God in? And then we get the King of Coins. So there is a masculine here that, and there's that Queen of Swords that wants to bring an offer towards, I feel, a Queen of Swords who is forthright, brilliant, self-reliant, brings forward spiritual insights, knows exactly what to do, has, learned from her life experience. It's a time for, I feel, career growth. And somebody's like, I see a star here. I want to pair up with her. I'm ready for a new beginning. And there's that epiphany coming through again. And so I feel insights are coming in. Somebody wants to come forward and maybe help build a successful professional business with this Queen of Swords. And this is bring forward a wake-up call for sure. So somebody's changing directions, leaving behind a drama queen, I feel, and going towards spiritual growth to be that light for others. So get ready for some healing. I think there is a masculine in need of healing. There is a masculine healing after a truth bomb here. A truth bomb. And so bumps in the roads have hindered this masculine's progress. But I feel he's receiving insights about stability, and he's getting ready to take charge of a karmic situation and go towards maybe an ex. Doesn't have to be. But I do feel clear communication is coming, and a trustworthy offer is on the table after maybe somebody going around and seeking other possibilities, trying to embrace some inner child healing. But I do feel, get ready to rekindle a twin soul connection here, whether you've met this person this life or not. It's going to just feel like you're a child again. And so look for the magic in the breakdown and be aware of your emotions at this time is a big message, because there's a great deal of stuff going on collectively. And there's going to be a sudden, important decision being made that will yield immediate communication. And that's what I got. So I really hope this helped, guys. I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more of these, let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to check out the description box. There is an option there to join the channel if you'd like to join the channel and come over to the membership side. The link below to join the 5-week online tarot class that I will be launching in February is also down below, along with the link to book a reading. If you'd like to book a reading with me, check it out, guys. I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.